The 2017 National Collegiate Paintball Association Championships are going to be brought to you by Carbon Paintball. Carbon products are built on minimalistic designs with technical manufacturing for optimized performance. Visit carbonpaintball.com for more, and they have a 15% store-wide promo code just for this event. Use the promo code NCPA 17 at checkout. So welcome back here to the afternoon competition. Can't wait to see this one as Florida Atlantic, the Florida Atlantic Owls taking on Missouri S&T Miners. The Science and Technology Miners. Also like to introduce Mike Spanis coming up in here.
Hey, what's up?
Helping us out, host of the NXL podcast. So here we go. Florida Atlantic Owls, always a strong favorite here at
FAU
this
just
tournament.
got keyed out of that insert bunker there on the Dorito side. I think he actually just shot out of the Dorito corner. No. We actually just got off the field playing them, and very, very good individual players. They looks like they adjusted their breakout a little bit.
Yeah, Mike, the coach at Drexel. You guys look good, man. After that first little stumble in the first point or two, and then just picked it right up and just mowed them down.
Yeah.
So right now the Owls
in the God bunker here. They're playing they favor this insert can bunker here on the snake side, and that's their delay. They just did it right up to the left side of the W.
Yeah, I think that's Robson in there. Corbin Robson, one of the better players on that squad. They got a lot of weapons on this team.
Yeah.
Looks like Missouri in good position here. Snake 2, and he's just tucked in there trying to stay alive. Corbin trying to drop a shot in on him. He's got to be real careful here, Mike. He sticks his head up too much. Corbin gets off that lane, though.
I just talked to Missouri just now, and this is their first ever time playing Class A. And most of these guys have never played Expo before.
Yeah, I talked to them earlier, too. They said a similar thing, but smiles all around. They were really happy to be here.
They're really stoked. They're rolling skeleton squad, 6 players.
Well, hey, this is a good look for them here in this first point. Again, playing FAU, very strong, always fielding a competitive team here.
Some of these killed the Dorito insert bunker.
Yeah, it looks like
Snake Eye.
Yeah, body coming off on that D side right now for Missouri. And it looks like having to swab his gun, FAU, here in Snake 2, mirrored up. Player from Missouri is going to need to be really careful in here.
Yeah, I think his coach is telling him that don't move. Just stay heads up, pound some paint on that Snake 1, maybe try to get a little bounce shot on the Snake player.
It's going to be up to his, I was going to say, it's going to be up to his teammates. They need to watch over him and, most importantly, try to get a kill to kind of even things up and take some of the pressure off, and that is not going to happen, though, as that D side is now going to be able to move up and start putting more pressure on his back players. He gets pinched out of there.
So this is a point where the the back center falls down, and the God player comes out, torches the Snake guy.
Well,
FAU.
yeah, and so FAU Snake player is going to take the walk, but another body had dropped for Missouri. So now just that, looks like, Mike, I think just that back corner bunker right now for Missouri.
Yeah, it's a Dorito corner, that's it. They have 4 confirmed kills. And FAU just needs to communicate that and close out this game smart. He can come up to this. Yeah,
it doesn't need to do it. That's pretty much it. So controlled first point here for FAU. Yeah. You know, as you're coaching your guys, is that something that you're trying to preach to them, control on this layout, or is it more aggression for you? What do you feel right now it was working for Drexel?
I think that for us, I always preach communication. I think that's the most important skill that you can have as both a player and a team, right, overall.
Yes.
That's this game, the fundamentals of this game. And
absolutely.
If you can get to your spots alive off the back line and maybe a little aggressive push up the Dorito side, you control for a minute, capitalize off of a G off the break, and then make some aggressive moves into the Snake.
So we're checking out this replay here, and this is the closing moments. And then FAU pretty much controlled that. This is still pretty much a little desperation run out to try to take out that Snake player, but the point was pretty much already decided.
Yeah.
Again, just a little bit too much control for FAU as Missouri. Though I liked Missouri's breakout, they played tight in there to start things out. But once FAU started stacking up on that 50-yard line, it was pretty much it.
Well, they must have done their scouting right because FAU favors that can there, that insert can on the Dorito side. And they go there almost every point. That's their delay guy to get up into the Doritos, like into the 30-yard line there. And they shot him right off the break. So they must have done their scouting right there.
Well, it's good to hear that because, to be honest, this morning, and I know this layout just came out, but it seemed like a lot of guys hadn't really spent enough time on that field. And I understand they didn't get to play this, but you still can walk it. You can still watch some other games. But we're starting to see the guys learn the field a lot better. So what does that mean? That means tighter moves, potentially quicker points, better off the break shots. I mean, all around, things are just going to tighten up.
Of course. And one of the things that we were doing effectively the game against FAU, we were up 4-1 in the first half. We were consistently 3 points in a row shooting out their Y guy on snake side. They realized that they don't need to go wide on the snake side here on this layout. Shorten up to the apple, what we call the apple, that window, or the W.
The small wall.
Yeah. Delay there. Wait for our lane to drop, or wait for our center guys to get pinched out from their center push. Like our back center guys get pinched out from their center push, and then fly right into the snake.
Well,
so it's like that controlled game off the get, and then attack.
I definitely agree. I feel that this layout, though the snake is different, it's not as complex of a snake. It's a little bit more traditional. You're looking at that, the bottom portion of your screen. But this is very similar in strategy to what we saw in Las Vegas, the first NXL event, in the sense that get guys on that D side, and then now the snake is obviously important. We've seen a lot of games won, or a lot of points won from this snake, but it's easier to make it into this snake than it was in Vegas to get into that snake. A little bit less bounce shots. But once you get those guys in the Doritos, get the guns to switch, then you have to get in the snake.
Of course.
Yeah, so that seems to be the strategy. We definitely have seen teams take it off the break, but that's really high risk, high reward.
Well, once you
some
get
teams
in,
more
once
than
you get
others.
in there, you just suck up guns, you know, and that helps out your Doritos side a lot. Speaking of controlled paintball, it was nice to see FAU there capitalize on that controlled game on the Doritos side, even losing their front attacker off the break there. They were able to just not leapfrog, but make little bumps, get some good real estate, suck up the guns from the center, and allow their snake guy to get all the way into the Missouri's snake.
Again, it was the control from FAU that I really feel was good to see out of them in their first point. Now, can they continue to do that? Remains to be seen, as we had a little bit of a technical timeout here to fix the bunker that fell over that back center. But we see FAU ready to roll. But FAU, one of the more aggressive teams, I feel, over the years. I mean, would you agree? You've obviously been around here for a long time, playing against them. And
we played them in 2010 when we won, and I think I see one of the kids that tore his meniscus in 2010. He looks so familiar. He might be a 7-year senior or something like that. But they
all those people doctors.
Yeah, right. Hopefully, not Van Wilders. But FAU's always been such a threat, and I think that has to do with like the paintball that's bred in Florida. You know, you can play year round. You can always practice.
A lot of good teams.
A lot of great teams. I mean, the whole Tampa Bay Damage Camp is great what they've done there. Here's a breakout. FAU on the left, Missouri on the right. Missouri opting to take their God player and go to the snake corner.
Well, they're spreading it out and able to keep 5 bodies alive, most importantly. Looks like FAU also with 5 bodies alive, and there goes an insert delay move into the mini wall on that D side of the field. That's definitely, that particular move, we're starting to see that a lot.
Yeah, and we've been making that clean off the break almost every time we try it, and so does FAU. But you can lock that guy in and trap him into that 30, but he does a great job sucking up guns. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, and that's something that a lot of these guys out here don't seem to have picked up yet, is that, okay, yeah, you're the front guy and you're important. Yeah. What I need you to do is live, most importantly. Just because you got in an awesome spot doesn't mean you need to just put a guy in and start rapping immediately. Now, if there's a shot to take, absolutely take that shot. But most importantly, stay alive and let the play develop. Let your guys, so you make those moves on the D side, stay alive. Now that you get into the snake, then start to play the game as the FAU loses their front player
and that was
on the D side of the field.
I'm more than likely sure that was a snake guy shooting cross field. FAU decided to try to push too fast into that 50-yard line Dorito there. But the one good thing about this snake side is you could shoot the wire from the corner, and you can control that snake push. And also, as a snake player, you can shoot the wire, which is very reminiscent.
Well, I love being able to battle your mirror.
Of course.
I hate when you can't battle your mirror. When you're shooting a blind shot over bunkers into your mirror, it just makes it
did I shoot that guy?
difficult.
Yeah, I shot him.
Yeah, and then it's harder to help your front players when you're gun battling a guy that you're only playing his stream and not necessarily able to see the little reactions when you're engaged in that gunfight. So, but with this snake, I mean, yeah, it's a straight.
Missouri just shot his snake corner, the FAU snake corner.
So that's 2 solid kills here for Missouri. The rookies out here taking on a very seasoned team, a team that expects to do very well here.
And there goes shoot out their whole snake side.
Yeah, so that pressure coming from both sides too here, as it looks like Rink, and he's going to get up and get a free kill cross field. So nice work by Rink over here for Missouri.
Rink was one of the 2 of the guys that have actual quote-unquote X-ball experience, you know, race to 4. They've never played this format, this full 10-minute half format.
Well, he's doing a good job of getting into the snake, and he stayed alive and was able to finish that point out. But, you know, it wasn't just rink. There was a lot of good gunfighting going on Missouri's side of the field as at least 3 owls took the walk, just dying out of their spots.
Once you blow up in the snake side on this layout and you get into that 50-yard line, that's where the whole field opens up to you. If you can get to this 50-yard line, and even if there is a snake side, but especially if they blow it out, that's where those crossfield shot magic starts to happen. Go ahead.
Just going to say, you know, 4 minutes and 44 seconds left. A little bit of a longer point there, all tied at 1. But yeah, I mean, we're starting to see a little bit better paintball. It's pretty sloppy paintball this morning. Guys not really knowing their shots and some bad deaths. So it was good to see the rookies, Missouri, come in here again, playing against one of these top teams in FAU and winning gunfights.
Yeah.
Because losing gunfights is normally what the least experienced teams, they normally lose in more gunfights. That's just how it always works, right? So to see Missouri come out and win some gunfights to tie this game up right now, it's just a great job.
For sure. We practiced the layout yesterday, and it was nice to get that extra day. I told the guys, hey, listen, we haven't played Class A since last year. We've been playing Class AA all year. We need to get out here and really put the grind in. So when we get into these key spots, when we're in those back bunkers, we know where to look off the get in that first match against, who did we play this morning? Wisconsin.
Yeah, well, it was a good win for you guys.
Yeah,
it was 7-1. So
Yep.
right now for FAU, they need more out of Thomas Ryan. They need more out of Corbin Robson in that center. Though Robson actually he played the center in the first point, did it really well, and then came over here and died out of his spot. You know, those are guys I'm looking to have games here.
FAU loses their insert bunker player, what we call the Obama on the Dorito side. But they still make it up to that 30-yard line Dorito.
Yeah, FAU, though, losing another body here. So this is, again, good gunfighting and good off-the-break shots from Missouri. Trying to take a lead, moving up on the D side, getting to that mini wall bunker over there. You can see there on your screen, right on the edge of the red zone.
Missouri's still here in the snake corner. Looks like almost the same play they pulled last point. Same exact bunkers. Now, if this snake corner guy can stand up, draw the gun from FAU's God player, now he needs to shoot the wire. Is he having gun problems there in the snake corner? Yeah, it looks like he's shake and baking his loader. That's unfortunate. But Rink gets here into snake 1, fills up, and at the same time, Missouri fills into the 40-yard line Dorito.
Yeah, Kevin Cuthbert over here for FAU. He's in snake 2. Looks like Corbin, I believe, went and backed him up.
And
so
Missouri
nice fill.
loses their 40-yard line Dorito player.
It's a bad death.
Yeah.
That's a key spot over there. You know, these ones, the first attackers on both the snake side and particularly the D side, because we talked about this, you know, when you get that penetration on the D side of the field, it takes that pressure off the snake side and allows your guys to go to work over here. Oh, there's that nice little gunfight right there by Kevin here in the snake as he makes a move here to the 50-yard line. Another body drops for Missouri. It is not looking good for them. Just one player left alive in that back center, and Kevin takes him out. So solid work by Kevin Cuthbert in the snake, and I think that was Corbin backing him up. Yep, nice job. So Corbin Robson and backing up Kevin Cuthbert.
Looks like homeboy here on FAU is a little tired, limping off. Let's see if he's all right. We had a lot of players puking up a storm this morning. Can't handle the heat.
I mean, I know I'm not geared up, but I've done my many days geared up and playing in the Florida heat and humidity, and it's not that bad. We have a breeze. It's about, you know, low 80s.
This is the Florida weather you pray for.
Yes, absolutely. Because it could be way worse.
World Cup 2009.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
bodies are dropping.
There's a half a dozen years where I wanted to kill myself out here.
Vegas was beautiful. That was nice Vegas weather.
Was nice. Vegas was nice. But, you know, I mean, if you're going to Vegas that time of the year, it's probably going to be pretty decent. So let's check out this replay here.
This is the gun battle that gets lost right in the snake.
Yeah, see, he's out on him. He's posted. And then, yeah, so he looks inside. But what happened was Kevin was able to establish, and then he just didn't miss his shot.
And he also was backed up by his snake corner player. So he had the confidence to engage himself in that gun battle.
And that's why, like you talked about that earlier, you get that guy out there, get Corbin behind Kevin, and allow him to have that confidence so he can stay out.
Yep.
And doesn't necessarily have to worry as much. And it ended up working out for him. So now a slight lead here for the Owls. 2-1 is the score. 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go here in the first half of this matchup. First matchup of the afternoon competition.
Right after that nice lunch break, so the refs should be nice and fresh for this one. FAU's having some of their actual starting players run pods, and that's definitely a bit disheartening to see.
Well, yeah, they're running that. They don't have a lot of guys.
Yeah, that's the college paintball life for you. And
yeah,
but they're from Florida. I would hope that maybe if they make it to tomorrow's competition, they could hit up some of their friends and girlfriends and get them to come help out in the pits so their players can just focus on playing. Doesn't look like they really have a dedicated coach too, either.
Yeah, and we've seen that today as well. I think it was Tennessee, I believe. They don't have a coach, and they had some miscommunication in the pits and a little bit of disorganization. So
I mean, we did too in the Drexel pit, and we have a coach.
Yeah, I remember we were talking about it.
Yeah.
So right now, FAU doubling up that back center bunker, and now we're looking at the line for Missouri.
So this is where
that's FAU. So FAU doubling up that back center, and then they have both back Aztecs shading towards the D side.
And Missouri pulls off the same breakout again, and they lose their snake corner player off the break. So I would think that their coach should probably try to throw something different there, give a different look, maybe go to the God off the break instead. We've been running and gunning little Kevin out there, and he's been getting there pretty successfully, but he's also 5 foot tall.
Helps to be small when you're playing paintball.
You can't teach someone to be small.
No, you can't.
You teach someone how to lane, gun battle, communicate.
Pretty much everything else, but can't teach that. It's also really hard to teach aggression. Some guys are just naturally aggressive, and some people aren't. You can get a guy to be a little bit more aggressive than his natural tendencies, but I'd rather have an aggressive guy tone him back than have to teach a timid person to be aggressive.
Well, now check it out. So Missouri getting the same real estate they did before, and it looks like they have the advantage there on Dorito's side. They're in the 40-yard line, Dorito, once again. Let's see if he can capitalize on this. I really think the Missouri back player needs to push up into at least the corner.
Ooh, so look at this, though. FAU losing Corbin. Corbin tried to glide in a little too high and got clipped trying to get into Snake 1.
And Missouri loses Rink out of the God.
Yeah, so these two teams trading bodies back and forth. Just 1 minute and 3 seconds left to go here in the first half. And now shifting all the way over towards the Snake side, trying to fill the gap over here is Missouri.
FAU mirrors up the 40-yard line Dorito, and he's looking cross field at the God player and shoots out the God player. So that's a confirmed kill 100% for FAU player in the 40-yard line Dorito. What number is that? FAU filling it to Snake 2.
Yeah, so FAU starting to whittle the bodies down here for Missouri.
Missouri's left with only 2 players, both on Dorito's side, and they're both looking heads up.
They have 2 players. They're both looking D side, unfortunately, right now, and that's where the attack's going to come, and he stabs that guy. I think the second player had died. It was just that one last player for Missouri in that back corner bunker, but they only have 19 seconds left, so Ryan is going to jog in. No need to sprint.
Yeah,
once time.
So Missouri concedes it to want to play 12 seconds. Maybe try to get a major?
I mean, yeah, this...
FAU didn't have any penalties against us. We actually had 2 penalties against them.
We haven't really seen, at least on the main field, there are other fields being played right now, these same teams, so different reffing crews over there. We haven't seen too many penalties out here today. A few, a handful, but it hasn't been a penalty-ridden day like we've seen in the past.
I always love coming to these college events because I feel like you get some real great sportsman-like paintball. That paintball that, a lot of you old guard talk about that we wish we would play.
Yeah, I totally agree. I love coming to this tournament every year. Everyone's just got a great attitude. The competition level's pretty high, though, and we're seeing there the run.
And gets dinked right in the head off the break. He needed to slide.
Well, what he needs to do is switch that gun into his left hand. If you're running out towards that side, you want to have the gun away from the paintballs.
Exactly.
And
try to hide all those hard parts.
Yeah, as much as you can at least, especially when you're going out wide. So, and then watching a little gunfight, and then here in the center, this is the closing.
Here comes the execution from the FAU player, and he gets him right in the
muff. So there was still that 2 left alive, and he got them all in a row. So nice little 2-pack there to end that point. So now the lead extends.
40 seconds left to the start point. That's one of the worst places to get shot. Right in the muffin top.
Yeah, yeah. So also, again, big shout out to our sponsor for this match, Carbon Paintball. They have 15% off. That's 15% off store-wide. Use the promo code NCPA17 at checkout. Really love the Carbon stuff, man. The company's run by some paintball professionals that were making high-quality stuff for other companies, decided to do it on their own. And you know, we have one of their new packs up here, which has like the Reebok pump stuff. It's put in a pack.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool and incredibly light. And again, just I really love the company. I love the guys who run it.
There's FAU breaking out, running the.
So now attempting an attack up the center, Missouri, and then on the delay running out to that D side, but not able to do it. All three of those bodies get chopped up, but hey, at least they gave it a shot. 12 seconds is not a lot of time to work with to try to score a point on any layout, and we haven't really seen that many quick points on this layout.
Yeah, FAU probably realizing that Missouri is going to try some funky stuff up the middle.
So let's check out this replay here. With just 12 seconds, you saw doubling up the center wall and then also getting up on that D side a little off screen, but one of them got shot, I think, trying to get in there.
Or the 40-yard line Dorito got shot off the break, too.
Yeah, so, you know, hey, FAU, even though it really wasn't enough time to actually get that point finish, but FAU is still able to shoot all three of those players. So that's a good sign for FAU here heading into halftime.
Yeah, their guns were pretty sharp against us in the second half. In the first half, we were keying up a lot on them, but they really dug deep inside themselves and fixed their problems there off the break. They started keying up on our snake side.
Well, while we have this halftime here, let's check in with Lauren Kelly down in the pits.
Hey guys, I'm here with Andy Rink. Now, the first half of this match hasn't gone your way so far, but you guys conceded that point before with only 12 seconds left on the clock. Why did you want to go out there for that last 12 seconds?
12 seconds left. There's not a whole lot of time for them to get a point. Might as well give the people what they want to see. Chances are, you know, maybe we lose it, but who knows, maybe we come back and get a quick point on them.
Hey, well, thanks for giving us a good show. You guys don't have a lot of experience in this bracket in the previous years, so what were your expectations coming here to Nationals?
Really, a lot of these people, you know, they haven't played much outside of college paintball in general. But, you know, expectations were kind of low. We didn't really know what we were going to do since obviously none of them played X-ball and they haven't really played a whole lot of paintball. But we're just kind of out here to have fun, play as good as we can. So. All
right, have fun, put on a good show. I always root for the underdogs, so good luck. Back to you guys.
I like that, paintball for the people.
Yeah, love it. All right, thanks, Lauren. So we're going to have a quick break here. At halftime, FAU Owls taking on Missouri S&T. We'll be right back. See ya. Welcome back, 2017 National Collegiate Paintball Association Championships. I'm Matty Marshall with Mike Zapatis.
Hey.
And right now, these teams going to be switching sides. FAU Owls up by 2 over Missouri S&T. 10 minutes on that clock here for the second half. Again, this game is brought to you by Carbon Paintball. And they have 15% off store-wide. Use the promo code NCPA 17 at checkout.
And that's what I like to see. Switching it up a little bit with their front attacker Rink getting here in the god awful break and getting G'd in the face, the old commentator curse, right?
Ooh, I think that might be your first one, Mike.
But, that was my first one ever. But he also achieves a shot on the FAU player in the back center. So
they evened it up.
Yeah,
4 on 4. But better field position right now for FAU is they have a body up pretty far on that D side. Pretty much the standard move has been going to that mini wall over there. They got a body in there for FAU.
And he gets shot out.
Oh, there's
yourself.
My first one of the day. And so that puts them in, you know, a worse situation, but they still have a body on that side. And it looks like Corbin wants to get into the snake. And they also just shot another Missouri player too. So
yeah, Missouri has some decent real estate.
actually, that is not Corbin. That is somebody else on FAU, and he is going
FAU's
to
number
take
47.
a walk. Yeah,
That's
so that
Cody.
was Luton's Cody. So Cody with the bad fill in the snake, and he gets shot. And there still is one player left alive over here for FAU on the snake side of
And
the
they
back
back corner bunker,
Dorito
and
too.
they have Dorito 2 as well.
And Missouri has a 3-on-2 situation with some decent real estate penetration on Dorito's side.
Big point right now, Mike, for Missouri. If they can win this point here,
Yeah.
and pull within 1, and anytime you get in this situation, you're down by 2, you have the body advantage, you have to make the most of it. These are the points that you have to win if you want to come back.
I hope that Missouri player's gun's not down. It looks like it is. He's having gun problems there in the insert bunker.
And speak of the devil, one of the Missouri players loses a gunfight out of that mini wall on the D side, and now it's 2 on 2. Nope, make that 1 on 2 as another Missouri player dies out of this back corner bunker here, and then they lose their third. So 3 lost gunfights
That's
here for
rich.
Missouri.
Richard getting a nice little 3-pack there on Dorito's side. He got the kill on the 30-yard line, Dorito from Missouri, got the kill cross field on the snake corner player, and then finished off the last player in the insert bunker.
So last year, I think it was Ansbra that we started calling Mr. Consistent. This kid was just playing so consistent that we were like, okay, we might have to give this kid a new nickname because he was just getting it done. They could always count on him. So it's not a surprise to me that he was the guy that was getting it done over here for FAU. And that was a big point. It was 2 on 3, and Richard pretty much, I don't know if he got all 3 of them, but it looked, he definitely got 2. So nice work by Richard Ansbra there, and FAU will now be up by 3, 4-1 is the score. But I'll tell you what, Mike.
Yeah.
With Missouri, look, these are the rookies here. This is the first time at this level. You know, they don't have a lot of experience, and they're hanging with one of the top teams here. These points are relatively close. Again, just need to work on that survivability.
I agree.
So we're going to be right back with more of this action. Stick with us.
We're back.
7:37 left to go here in this second half. And, you know, Mike, like we're talking about before the quick break, with this younger team, this is a big test for Missouri to come and play FAU, a team that's been very deep in this tournament before, that's won this tournament before,
Yeah.
a team that always seems to be fielding, because what you were saying earlier, absolutely. You know, Central Florida is a hotbed for paintball. It has been for a long time. Yeah, I mean, there's certain areas of the world, and this is one of them.
Yeah.
So it doesn't surprise me that FAU always fields a competitive team. Now, I was talking to Corbin earlier, and I think that they are losing some guys next year, but regardless, they want to have a good showing. So this Missouri team is playing a very hungry FAU, And the fact that they're keeping it relatively close, yeah, they're losing some gunfights, but I like the moves they're making. I like the game plans they're coming with.
And Rinks survives the breakout to snake up break. He still has 4 players behind him. And playing a little shallow there on Dorito's side. He's going to get into the snake too and start trying to wrap shot on the god. He almost got him there on the elbow.
Corbin fills out wide. Might have caught one. Might have caught a bouncer.
Bounce, yep.
Yeah, he's checking his shoulder. It looks like he's clean though.
If Rink can shoot cross field there at the 30-yard line, I think he might be able to get a kill now on the 40-yard line.
Well, FAU making moves too on the D side. They also have a body now in the snake 1, so presenting a little bit more offense here. Oh, and Rink gets pinched out. So Rink went to sleep on that D side. I think that actually might have been Thomas Ryan over the top. It was able to over the top of the back Aztec. As he was able to dip a shot in on him.
And FAU filling into this 50-yard line, Dorito on the snake side,
yeah, it's
and chops up Dorito's side.
Kevin gets in there and gets that kill cross field. There's still 3 bodies left alive for Missouri. So, but look at this point. I mean, Missouri not losing. Okay, yeah, Rink did die out of his spot, but he made it into a good position. And then Kevin makes a great move to get that kill cross field. Look at this. Missouri fills out wide
to the Dorito corner.
So they're doing the right things. They just need to tighten it up. I'd give me 20% tighter, and I think they'd have a little bit closer.
Kevin just got a shot cross field on the Dorito corner. Missouri, right in the foot. You know, it's just a matter of, I think some of these guys just like getting some more experience, learning how to control their bodies in the bunkers.
And I would agree with that. They are a little bit frantic.
Correct.
In the bunker.
And that definitely comes from, you know, playing only for a year or 2, seems like that. And that's what you get in the college league. You get some guys that have been playing for 5-6 years before they get to college. You know, in Florida, I'm assuming, you know, playing when you're 14, playing against the likes of Miami Rage and playing against the likes of the Tampa Bay Damage camp. You're going to get good quick.
Well, and also
Palm Beach Vipers.
I mean, yeah, if you can get reps against those guys, that's obviously the best case scenario. But even just being able to go and watch a practice.
Oh, of course.
There's so much to learn, even just by standing, you know, on the outside of the nets and just watching the team conduct a practice, see what drills they run, what you should be working on, the decisions that people are making in or bunker. So, yeah, again, not surprising that FAU has constantly been fielding these really competitive teams here at the college championships every year.
And this season's probably one of the better seasons now to actually go to CFP and watch some good paintball. A lot of the teams are starting to, a lot of the pro teams that used to not come down here for the past couple of years are now starting to come back down and play Tampa Bay Damage. Aftershock came down, PC Katana's come down, Impact's coming down next week to play Tampa Bay Damage.
Well, and Damage, didn't they also have a couple other teams they've started to get like a little bit of a bigger program?
They have the Jits. Now, that was their D3 team. They have their D4 team.
Well, let's check out this replay here.
Yep.
So that was in the snake right there.
That was Rink getting killed crossfield.
Yeah, killed crossfield. And then Kevin makes his move here to the 50-yard line.
Immediately comes up and roasts that can. Like, just annihilate him on his pack.
Free kill. That's what you that's what you want to happen when you get to the 50. Oh, look at this back. Can't wait to get this shot.
Yeah, just like salivating.
Yeah. So consistent, solid paintball being played by FAU. Not doing anything crazy. They're not taking any huge bites. Just slow, methodical progression down the field. And most importantly, attacking both sides. But they're doing it the way you're supposed to be doing it. You get a body up on the D side, then you get in the snake. When the guns turn, and you know, again, that timing, another thing that's really hard to teach.
That just comes with straight experience.
Yeah, that paintball IQ.
And getting shot over and over and over again. And eventually having it within yourself to learn from those mistakes.
Yeah, it's the willingness to go out and take your lumps. And it's one of the hard things about paintball. I mean, yeah, you're not getting knocked unconscious, but you're just constantly getting bruised up by making bad decisions.
Yeah.
And eventually, hopefully, you stop making those bad decisions.
Well, bad decision here on Missouri's part is sending a guy out to snake corner again and getting dinked out of there off the break. He's gotten shot there off the break at least 3 times this match.
Yeah, you're right. And they also lost a body on that D side. Yeah, so, you know, not a lot of offense right now on the field for Missouri.
I think this is a good opportunity for FAU to take a chill pill, sit back, communicate a little bit, relax, get Kevin some rest. You know, they have to play another match this afternoon, so I believe they do. It's not their last match.
Well, that is,
that's a weird thing about the 19-team
bracket. You play a lot of
bracket.
paintball down here.
Yeah.
It's one of the crazy things, especially when these guys are running skeleton crews. You know, you get 6, 7 guys.
They have 7 players on their
I remember one year, I think the year Long Beach won, Chris Tregarth and played like 106 points in a row.
When we beat them in 2010, Chris played almost every point, and he had a broken finger.
No, he broke his hand, like the boxer's fracture on
I love
the
that
pinky.
dude. He's such a great guy.
Chris Tregarthen is a stand-up guy. He was definitely a college paintball all-star, which, not surprising, man, knowing the camp he came out of.
Yeah.
Hitman camp's pretty hardcore. That guy's a wicked killer with a pump gun and at big games, too.
Yeah.
He'll lead the charge for sure. So right now, in good position here with Lavoli
and
in the snake.
And
for
Lavoli,
FAU.
almost, I think he gets a bounce on that can. He might have shot him on his pack.
Well,
he bounces him.
Yeah, the ref's in there checking him. He is clean.
And Rink taking a digger into Snake 1. Hopefully he didn't get hurt. He looked like he struggled crawling up to that Snake 1 bunker.
Rink pops off, tries to get a shot on Lavoli.
And now it's Rink's left alone, the lone soldier here in the Snake 1. That's one of the worst places to be.
They probably should concede this point, save the time.
Save their time and the dignity of Rink getting G'd out. Like so.
Rink hanging his head a little bit low. You can see the frustration now setting in with the body language of Missouri with the slow walk off. Head to the sky, slow walk off.
Hey, you know what? For Missouri, if they can come out here now in the last 3 minutes of the match and pop off at least 2 points, just for pride, I think that's a good thing. Especially against one of the top teams here. FAU has been a great team for the past 7 years. And in the college paintball world, that's one of the hardest things to do. You're constantly, every 4 years, graduating sometimes half your team. We graduated half our team last year with Drexel. And it's just a matter of all of those guys like looking within themselves.
Yeah, it is incredibly difficult to maintain that competitive edge here in college paintball because of what you just said. So let's check out Rink. You know, getting frustrated. You can see head down, slow walk off, and then look to the sky. Paintball God's not very kind today for poor Rink. So again, thank you so much to Carbon Paintball, sponsor of this match. Carbon products built on minimalistic designs with technical manufacturing for optimized performance. Check out carbonpaintball.com for more information, and also 15% off store-wide. Use the promo code NCPA17 at checkout. So, Mike, I agree a lot. 3 minutes left. If you can come out and put a couple points on FAU right now, if you're Missouri, at least you're going in and you're setting yourself up mentally for the battle for the next games. There's a long weekend out here. You're playing a lot of paintball. So I understand. It gets frustrating when you get shot. It gets frustrating when you're losing. But you need to maintain that mental edge and maintain that toughness. You don't want to start falling apart so early on in the tournament. So let's check in with Lauren Kelly down in the pit.
Hey, Maddie. So this game isn't going S&T's way, but they're here to have fun, and they wanted me to tell you that this next play is for you.
Oh, I know what's coming.
Oh, yeah.
I know what's coming.
I don't know what's coming.
I'm excited. It's the all-wall play, which I've been begging for all year long.
All wall.
But before we get to that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We are back. 3 minutes left to go. A 5-point lead for FAU. And we got some info for Lauren. I think we might see an all-wall play here.
All wall.
I'll believe it when I see it.
All wall.
On the
There
breakout,
we
we're going to
Here
get
it
4
is.
of them.
And one
4
gunner back
guys.
center.
Yeah, they leave one to gun.
And he's going, but he's missing.
No, he's coming. Well, they lose 2. I think they had a little bit of a clash. Looks like, I don't know if they shot his own buddy back there. There's still 3 alive.
And he
and
comes
he gets
around.
1. Oh, please. I hope this works.
So they shoot 2 FAU players.
Yeah.
They bunker out 1.
They
so
bunker
it's
out
now
one.
a 2-on-3.
It's a 2. Is it 2-on-3? It is a 2-on-3.
And they have all the real estate at the W now. Just
If that one other guy hadn't have slipped, oh, he throws his body away. So a player from Missouri coming around and air bunkering. Nothing. So it's a 1-on-3 situation. But if that guy hadn't have come around and that other guy had stayed alive, because it looked like he tripped, and I don't know if his own guy shot him or not. It looked a little weird in there. Regardless, there would have been 3 guys still alive.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
3 on
for
3.
Missouri.
And you're all at the W.
Yeah.
That's like a secret fortress.
It looked cool. We finally got to see 5 guys go to the wall. I never thought we'd see it.
Looks like Rich is just kind of lollygagging up there into the 40-yard line burrito. And
he's going to get taken out.
And Nick Lavoli just got that last G. But you know what? That's some serious chutzpah.
Yeah.
How you say. For Missouri.
Absolutely.
And they did it. They only one guy got shot off the break.
You know, talking to those kids earlier, I know you talked to them.
Yeah.
They're here to have a good time.
Of course.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, yes, this is a competition. Not everyone gets an award. This isn't everyone gets a trophy sport. This is paintball. But as we watch the all-wall play, but it's about having fun. And these guys are having a great time out here. It's what this is about. They sent 4 guys to the wall off the break. Count it 5. There goes the delay. They lose that first one. That second body coming off, I'm not sure where that guy got shot from.
I have no idea where he got shot from either.
Yeah, he kind of stumbled going in.
That looked like a scenario game, big boy breakout.
Yeah.
You know, hiding behind other players. That was amazing. You don't see that in the NXL. You see that here at the NCPA.
Yeah, though
sure.
we have seen
10-man. You can see some funky stuff over there.
Yeah, I haven't, I played a lot of 10-man obviously back in the day, but I haven't seen any of the 10-man games in the new incarnation of 10-man because I'm always working.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, God, I mean, of course, it's 10-man. 10-man's awesome. It's like a legit battle. 20 dudes out there at the same time.
There's nothing like the sound.
I loved playing 10-man.
There's nothing like the sound of 20 guns going off at the same time. Yeah, way bigger field.
Yeah, bigger field, lots more bunkers.
Yeah.
It's more of a war. Don't get me wrong. I love all paintball.
Yeah.
5-on-5 is great. 3-on-3, 2-on-2. The NXL actually, speaking of 2-on-2, I love how they're giving away 50 grand this year.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And what's really awesome to see too
awesome.
is now you see, if you look at the APPA, paintball-players.org, and you look at the schedule of the season, NXL 2-man in like states you've never seen tournaments before. You know, you see these 2-man tournaments, you see 3 of them in New Jersey, 5 of them in Texas. There's an opportunity for you to grab a buddy, whether he be a rental player or not, your mom, your girlfriend, your brother, and come and have him play paintball.
Well, it's even getting guys that, that used to play, getting them back into it a little bit too. Like
low cost.
Yeah, Davey Williamson, good buddy of mine, old teammate. He was trying to get him and John Richardson to go play in the 2-on-2.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that would have been a beastly team. But Davey blew out his knee.
I was about to say, didn't JR blow out his knee a while ago?
I think JR is healthy now,
Yeah.
but Davey tore his meniscus. He has to have surgery. He was playing in Mexico with us not too long ago. We played a big game down in Mexico. That's a crazy story. It was a great, fun time. If anyone from Mexico is listening, man, we had a ball down in Rosarito. Great time. But
so look at this. This is the first time we've seen Missouri's player here with the beanie. It looks like number 14. Is that my eyes are incorrect? Yeah, Jake Young, Alexander. He's got some wheels on him, and they finally send him to some good real estate at the W. It feels like they almost underutilized him the whole.
I do like what I'm seeing on Missouri. Unfortunately, for the fast guys up front, one of the guys behind him dies out of his spot. So just again, some survivability issues, and then
Mr. Jake Young.
Yeah, Jake Young gets taken out of that spot. But when you're down 6 points and you're under a minute, I just like the aggression here. They're just trying to push forward. And right now,
hey, and he shoots him first.
Oh, looks like
be a penalty.
Begging for a penalty. Not going to get it.
Yeah.
Under 40 to go. Still 2 players left alive for Missouri. And FAU is in no hurry to go anywhere.
Yeah, 30 seconds left in the game, up 6 points. Let's just make sure we don't get hurt.
Absolutely.
This is our last match, so they won their first match, lost their second in overtime, and then now they're winning with a high point margin.
Yeah, winning this one pretty big here.
So with a 2-1 record at this tournament, we should move on.
Yeah, Robson just cruises up to that center, gets a free kill on a desperation run on one of the Missouri players.
And I would...
Oh, looks like he might have got taken one from somewhere.
I would have sprinted that sin. You need to get the point margin sometimes for...
Minor, well, look, a minor assessed on Robson, I think, and that's going to pull out a body, but I think they still have Thomas Ryan still alive.
Game's over, though.
Yeah, game's over.
Yeah, I would have really tried to get that flag in this format, in this tournament, especially with 19 teams. This is like a situation like Nashville last year, if you remember, with the semi-pro division. 19 teams.
Yeah, where guys were going on 3-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other, you see with the schedule here, you know, we played at 8, 11, and 5. Texas A&M played at 9. I think they played at 9, 11, and 6, or 9, 1, and 6. But you got to get high point margin to move on here at this tournament with this amount of teams. And
yeah, well, obviously, and that's why you see these guys running up these scores.
yeah,
Well,
you got to.
Yeah, you have to. So before we get to this next match, as NC State Paintball is going to be taking on Connecticut Huskies, but before we get there, let's check in with Lauren down in the FAU pits.
Hey guys, I'm here with Richard Ansbot. Now this is a big weekend for you because it is your last tournament playing for FAU. How does it feel going out there for every point that you go out for?
Oh man, it's great. We're bare bones this year. You know, we lost some guys for ineligibility and injuries, so you know we still brought it together to come out and compete. Class A, we didn't want to play Double A, so we're doing what we got to do, grinding these matches out, and hopefully we'll be playing tomorrow.
You were able to pull this win out with the bare bones team, no coach. You're running out there to get your own pods. That's going to get tougher and tougher to do as the weekend goes on, though. Are you going to get more help, or what's your plan for that at this time?
We're hoping some of our friends at home will show up. What's up, guys?
Hey, guys, get over here.
Help us out, yeah. But I guess some people have work today, so Friday's always tough. But tomorrow we're expecting to have some more help, so hopefully be running smoother tomorrow.
And you guys, were you able to play this field yesterday and practice at all, or it was like this morning was the first time?
To be honest with you, we haven't practiced it at all with our full team. With the 7 guys we had, one guy showed up this morning, and we haven't practiced with him ever. So we're doing what we got to do to get these wins, and we're figuring it out as we go and making the most of it.
All right, well, it seems to be working out for you so far, so congrats on your first day. Good showing, and we will see you tomorrow. Back to you guys.
Hey, kudos to those guys, man.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're playing well. I wouldn't say a slow start. Missouri hung tough with them in the very beginning, but yeah, I mean, Florida Atlantic is absolutely one of the favorites here, and a big shout out to Richard Ansbot as it is
and
his last event.
It's great that his boys came around him to send him off the way it is. I miss coming to these tournaments as a player, and I wish sometimes I could come back as a player.
Yeah, well, you can't anymore, not in college. Well, we'll have you up here, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. Still a lot more paintball coming at you, so stick with us here. NC State taking on the UConn Huskies. We'll be right back.